Up. Also, how are you, MTF? Hopefully, sound is good. If it isn't good, I can fix it. I can turn the game's volume up, down, whatever. Except for sideways, I guess it doesn't really work like that. Alright, Vladimir. From here, you just walk straight north through the woods, and you'll find that dugout soon enough. Sounds fine, good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Understood. Thank you, Pavel Ivanyik. Clearly I picked a good game. I'm gonna be able to read all of these names no problem. You'll find out more in the leaflet. Go, now! Ain't got time to chat. Lots of stuff to do. I'll meet you here in the evening. They probably should. That thing seemed to be bouncing a lot, especially for something in place that was just in place briefing. You've got a beard, Vova, but I see you a citizen know a little of the countryside, so I'll tell you briefly how you should behave. To read further, press enter, Vova. Okay. That's a weird introduction to things. Something tells me we're in another game where English was not the first language of the people who made this. Hey Oswald, things are pretty good. Well, honestly, I've been a little stressed from work, but that's why I'm streaming and doing something that'll hopefully be a bit of a relaxed game. If I had to take a random guess, given what we've seen, I'm going to assume Russian would be the native language here. Yourself in the forest and field. If you want to go straight, press the up arrow. Okay, so yeah, movement is up arrows, that's obvious. If you don't want to listen to nature sounds, perhaps you're used to the city noise, is press escape and choose the icon that turns the music off. There's another option here, and if you choose it, you'll leave the forest in an instant. Convenient. Don't worry, if you want to consider your expedition later, go to the main menu and choose continue, and you'll start from the place where you finished last time. Your journey is automatically saved. Oh, well, that's convenient. That's all for now. When you reach the dugout, unfold the note, my note once again, and I'll tell you something else. Sure. Okay, so, I seem to be this, pretty generic dude, so I don't have a run button. Yeah, I just have too early to return. Okay, so what are my other commands? Because I know how to move hint. I understood correctly, the man I'm looking for lives somewhere here. I should go straight into the forest. Oh, whoops. That was a hint. I want... help. Sound off. Quit game. Help. Move arrows. That makes sense. Escape. That's fine. E to interact and Q to look at. Okay. I to use. And that appears if you can do anything. The game is saved automatically. Got it. A piece of rotten tree trunk. There we go. No. Got work to do. No time to sit down. See, fragrant chamomile. Loves me not. Okay, so... I mean, despite the fact that it sits on point and click, honestly, it kind of plays like a point and click from the looks of it. Hey, I was right. I nailed it immediately. Just a stone, nothing special. I beg your pardon, but why? I don't know, because it's an adventure game. Pick up everything that isn't nailed down. He said to go straight. Well, fine. I didn't even want to explore the forest. Let's just go enjoy our Midsummer Night. So, I don't know too much about this game. Like I said, I assume from the name, it's perhaps based on, the play, or I said this in the general chat. I think it might be based on the play Midsummer's Night Dream, which I believe is a Shakespeare play. And that's about all I know about it. I think it's also supposed to be kind of weird. One of his otter plays, but I haven't seen it in many forms. It is not as overly famous as Romeo and Juliet, where they make you, at least for me, I never had to study it in school, like, 50 million times. There's one more thing I wanted to tell you, Vova. There are some things in our neck of the woods, maybe a lifeless stone or somebody alive that you can okay, well, I already learned how to do that. Interactive objects. You can examine, or you can interact. And if you have an item, you might be able to use it on stuff. And there's letters for it. That is all I wanted to tell you, Vova. P.S. Don't worry, if you forget something, you can read these instructions again by pressing escape. That is true. I don't have much I can say about this game yet. I don't really know much about it, but it is already way, way better than RPG generic magic bullshit. Lovely. Might be a forget-me-not, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay, so it even opens up my inventory. I don't have anything yet. Hey, what's up with you? The Frog Prince. Okay. Oops, sorry for stepping on you, no. The Frog Prince, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Oh wait, he's not dead. I thought he was dead. I thought I just killed him. That was so sudden. I just used interact on him and he died. Well, he didn't really die. Little dugout with the shabby door. Guess this is where I'm going. Greetings! An old face comes out from the humid shadow. Oh boy, where did you come from, my darling? I'm an anthropologist from a city research institute. I study folklore elements, folk tales, proverbs, traditions. Why did you come to my place? I've been told a tale that once in this forest happened something very mysterious. Under murky circumstances, children disappeared, and the villagers looked for them a long time. Never found them, and nobody ever saw them again. I've been told that you're the one who remembers, and tells this tale better than anyone else. What a strange thing to be known for. Also, this guy, I just noticed the way this guy's sprite looks on the, actual overworld, like his face sticky. That's actually kind of terrifying. Maybe this guy, I don't know if this is a horror game. Maybe this guy should have made a horror game, because that's some pretty good imagery. Look at the way that guy's face just sticks out of the pure darkness of the cave behind him. Fucking terrifying. Well, it's an old guy. Clearly this is how old people look, don't you know? That old people become shadows when... that's just how the aging process works. Oh, my little boy, if you had come here 30 years ago, it might have gone better. Now my memory is faded almost completely, just like my body. I'm ready to get on to the sleigh and head for the forest. Well, Pavel Ivanovich told me you remember. That old devil can't keep a still tongue in his head. When will he return my hay fork? So, what exactly happened here? Oh, my dear, all that is just fairy tales for kids. Why would you listen to them? You're a grown-up. You have a beard. That's my job. That's a nice job. It's not splitting logs. Well, come into my mud house. I'll make some herbal tea. It's a long story. I'm free till evening. You should have kept silent. I can see through you. Instead of plowing and sowing, you just wander in the woods drinking tea. What? Yeah, clearly that's why I took this job. Oh, the stories people tell, the stories centuries old. Now listen. A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far away, so long you wouldn't know when, there was a village in the forests not far from here. There lived folk, kind and friendly. Everybody knew each other and everybody helped each other. And on the village's edge, in a little hut, lived two orphans, a sister and a brother. The boy's name was Klim, and the girl's how do you say that? I don't even know how to start. We just call her Allie? Is that rude? Half an hour. An achievement for playing for half an hour. Oh, what lovely kids they were! The boy, though young of age, had gifted hands, any master craftsman would envy. The girl was clever with her needle, and a true beauty. Alinushka. Sure, that sounds right. And yeah, I see what you mean. Also, oink oink. And so, on one day, on the eve of the great Midsummer Night feast, he said it, some shit's gonna go down, guys. Midsummer Night. I guess they couldn't bother redesigning the title screen for English. Oh well, I can't really blame them too much. It's an indie game, whatevs. It's an indie game I got for a bargain. So far, I've got to say, it seems like a pretty decent game for bargain. For the good old bargain of 50 cents. A jug of fresh milk and a chunk of fresh bread. Looks yummy. But what if the sister saved it for the feast later? A furnace, it's cold. I'm not gonna light a fire. It's summertime. Why waste firewood? So look, my arms are so long. It's kind of hilarious. Like, look at the way my arms just fucking waggle around when I move. I don't even have hands. It's just my sleeves are just super long. A birch bark note. Left early. Oh well, they translated this. That's nice. My friends and I want twine wreaths of flowers for the evening. We'll be culling flowers in the meadow by the forest's face. Something? Meet us there before the feast. A crust and a jug of fresh milk are on the table. The feet seem to get cut off on the sprite. That seems like Oh, I get what you mean. It does maybe look like that he's probably supposed to have hands and, like, longer feet. It kind of seems like they might have did something weird by accident. Well, I guess this is wine. Let's just chug down this. Yummy indeed. Old wooden door. A soft light of the serene afternoon sun seeps through the cracks. Hey, pig. Antoine, a domestic pig. I can spam him to make pig noises happen. There's a couple of sticks sticking out of the ground. Who left them here? I wonder why. Why would I need that? I don't know, it's an adventure game, man. Take stuff. I guess at least that means there's not gonna be, like, any crazy complex puzzles. Oh, Syria would call it a pay-pover. We call it Poppy. Helpful in case of insomnia. Looks good in the garden as well. I cannot lift it. Why would I want to anyway? I mean, clearly you never know when you would need a giant log? Yeah, the shadows, the way the shadows work in this game is interesting. It feels like, it admittedly is pretty, at least in my opinion, I think it's pretty clear the shadows. I think they're just textures. I don't think they're actual shadows. Bellflower, or something hard to tell with this art style. Hard to tell about its properties when I don't know what kind of flower it is. Okay, fair little meta joke there. I don't hate it. Fly agric mushroom. Flies don't seem to mind it much though. Not now. Okay, does that mean at another time you'd like to? A shrill girl's scream got heard from the meadow's side. What is that? Let's go help her. Go back into the woods. Help anyone. I guess this way, maybe? Man, music got intense. I heard a scream, even though the game didn't actually make a scream. Oh goodness, where am I going? Oh shit, am I going the wrong way? Fluffy bunny. Well, now's not the time for fluffy bunnies. Oh man, I'm crazy lost. Okay, it's gotta be north, right? This game seems to, like, be based on the idea that you keep going north. How'd you say that again? Nushka's friend. Wait, oh, he actually says something to stand still. I'll have to... Seminia. She's in tears. It seems like talking to her now will get me nowhere. It seemed like a good time to talk to her. Running back and forth in a panic. Alinushka! Alinushka! Seminia, Zalgo, what happened? Klim, such a misfortune! What happened? Where's Alinushka? A beast has taken her away, Klim, right into the forest. Semenya and I were picking up flowers, and Alinushka was looking at a blue cornflower that grew nearby. So she ran there, but as she picked up the flower, the forest started to move. The trees were breaking, and then a huge beast appeared and grabbed her. Before we knew it, the beast had taken Alinushka with it and disappeared there, in the bosom of the forest. Girls, you girls run into the village to tell everyone that Alinushka has disappeared. I'll go to the forest and follow this beast. I'll try to catch up with him before the dusk. Hey, Aubrey. I am not Fred from Scooby-Doo, though. That's pretty funny. Hope you're well, Aubrey. I am, herb expert. After we save Alinushka, I'll gather a whole bunch of these for her. That's pretty funny. But I forget what I was gonna say. These footprints of the beast have disappeared among the grass here. I mean, this Klim is pretty cool. Dude's like, whoa, my sister got taken by a huge monster. I'm gonna go after it. Honestly, though, this seems like kind of a bad plan, as in I don't think we really have a plan, but whoa, what's that? An eye constantly watching me. The famous one-eyed Litko, a fright from children's tales. Pow! No peeping. Take that. Take that, nerd. Can't look at me. Trees are growing so densely here. A viper! Ouch, it's bitten me. Wait, what? Am I gonna die? That was so sudden. Oh, wow. I'm feeling the bad. The hero of time. Hey, Jims. I hope you're good. That was just like out of nowhere, Snake, and now I'm freaking green and dying, apparently. And I basically look like a zombie. Though, there are lots of useless weeds as well. Let's do it this way. I'll show you the herbs that can help against the venom. Like I'm like some kind of weird-ass educational game. Let's pick out the herbs that are not poisonous. The tasks pick them up. Press E. Important point, you should pick them up in the exact order that I'll show you. Okay? Please concentrate, we have little time. Minute the venom will spread throughout the body. I don't want to die at the beginning of the journey. This is really weird and meta. Yes, I'm ready, you're more than ready. Yep, casual dying by venom. I'm more than ready. Okay, so I want that mushroom, that. Okay, so I want this. Wow, that was really easy. Maybe I should have let him die. I wonder what happens if he dies. Phew, I feel much better now. Thanks. Really is like a, I don't know, like a kid's kind of thing. Basically just played Simon Says to not die to snake poison. Let's continue our journey. Power of herbs. Can I do that again? Can I go? I won't go there again. I guess I can't specifically go and get bit by the snake to see what happens if he dies. Because I assume the game is probably not going to make me start over again, but it doesn't really have save points either. No! No! Apparently people feel bad for the eye. That was kind of disappointing. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, take the sticks! Oh. I thought, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe you want a weapon. I mean, if you had a weapon, maybe you wouldn't have gotten bitten by a snake. And almost died. But yeah, that was, I happen to agree that that was pretty underwhelming as far as on activity goes. Ooh. Giant tree does not look very healthy. Dry, crooked branches of this tree are bending with squeaks towards Klim. Greetings, young man. Greetings. Tree looks at Klim with interest and continues, with you being here, young man, would you do me a favor? What kind of favor? I've been feeling bad lately. You may notice for yourself that the leaves have gone and the bark is rotten. The reason behind this is the exhausted spring. Its life-giving water used to nourish my roots. I've been standing here since the creation of the world. Believe me, that is a long time. Yeah, I don't worry, I believe you. I am sure it is. And it never happened before. The spring never dried out completely, even during the most severe drought. Would be so kind of you to find out what happened to the spring. Mighty Willow, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't help you now. My sister's disappeared. A huge beast took her away. I'm following his trail. Dude, you just met a tree that told you that it's older It's as old as life itself. It is as it was here from the beginning of the world, and you're like, dog, I gotta save my sister. That's some devotion, I guess. Dude's gotta really care about his sister if he's willing to pass up saving a tree that's been here literally forever. Not that I even know how I'd go about trying to save this tree, but it's just such a funny interaction. This situation does require immediate action, but if you find the solution to my problem on your way, I'll be much appreciated if you let me know. Of course. So many just weird oddities to this entire conversation here. This is so random. Just a talking tree that's like, I'm dying. Your magical spring used to run here. Now it's ran dry. Only a couple of sips of life-giving water left. The sip of life-giving water puts on... Oh, I guess I drank some water. Cool. Let's see. So where am I going now? Now that I've forsaken this great tree. Here's where the water is. But my guy doesn't seem to care about that. He just wants to move on and save his sister. So there should be another way out of here, I assume? Unless I just actually have to help the tree out. And I've been tricked. Oh, okay. I guess I go the way I came? Weird. Maybe there's something I need. Maybe I do have to save the tree. And I'm, like, missing an item for it or something. Because I did not see anywhere else to go. And earlier in the game, they usually didn't let me turn back to places that I wasn't supposed to go. Oh, yeah, this is a new screen. A broken cart blocked the road. One wheel is missing. I'm not going to overstrain myself and still not be able to push this cart an inch. A flattened frog. Man, there's a lot of frog violence in the game. Apparently she got under the wheels. Judging by the frog's condition, she's run over recently. But this cart can be somewhere near here. Small chest fell down and opened. The bright textiles are scattered all over the place. Then everything is covered in colorful shatters. Maybe things belonging to the owner of the cart. I have nothing to take here. What? Okay, he says that the cart's blocking the road. I beg to differ. I'm pretty sure that if you just try it a little bit, you can step over the dead frog. I mean, I feel bad for the dead frog, but I get the feeling it can't be that hard of an obstacle to step over, Klim. I think if you tried a little harder, just maybe a little bit more, you could do it. No. Stop it. Don't look at me. Don't look at me, I'm lost. I don't like it. Oh, what's this? Hole is too big to be an animal's burrow. The entrance is carefully camouflaged with leaves and grass. Oh, but I can go inside. Keen eye. The keen eye for details. One truth prevails. I don't know if anyone else used to watch Case Closed. I used to love the show. These bushes are impenetrable. That being said, it is one of those shows that have gone on for literally forever. In fact, I think Case Closed is still happening somehow. Someone has constructed a dam here, blocking the flow of the underground river. The water barely trickles through the hefty boulders. Not have the strength to dismantle this dam. Come on, Klim. You gotta work up. Oh, whoa. What are you nosing out here, you brat? I'll beat the tar out of you. Leave him. But tell everyone. Nothing to worry about. The king has already made a deal with the village head, and the people will only be glad to have cheap firewood for their stoves, fertilizers for their households, and the job of collecting the peat, which the king will pay for very generously. You brat, I hope you haven't damaged our dam, or you'll drain the bog yourself. That's true, you better go away. What a bunch of jerks. But yeah, I guess that's what happened to the spring is these nerds. You better go, kid. Oh, don't make me kill you. What an asshole. Okay, so I need to find a way to murder the guards and fix the dam. There doesn't seem to be anything over here. Huh, so I really can't seem to do anything here. I need something. I won't go there again. Okay, so it doesn't want to go there. If I go back in here, oh, there's nothing left to do there. So what, that was just like a lore thing? I can't. Weird. I mean, that certainly provided extra info, but... Oh yeah, maybe... Oh, you're right, because he didn't ask me to fix the problem. He asked me to find out what the problem is. Maybe he can fix the problem. I mean, he is apparently as old as the world itself. Maybe he can, like, use his roots to murder those guys and break the dam or something. I don't know. Probably assuming too much. Mighty Willow, I found out the reason for your misfortunes, and people have blocked the underground river that feeds your spring. They built a huge dam from rocks and logs, and the water comes barely through it. They said they were draining the swamp, something about peat. I can't break it down on my own, sorry. Can come back with some help from the village when I've saved... Eliuska, hopefully it doesn't move on too far ahead without me. I need to grab a quick thing here. Ugh. Being sick's no good. No fun. Wouldn't recommend it. Kind of part of why I'm streaming today. I actually didn't go to work today because I'm sick. I've been not feeling good, and I was like, well, I don't feel up for work. Gotta find my phone. Oops. There we go. Well, everything is clear to me now. Don't bother. If people want to drain the swamps, they won't stop. You can break the dam down, but they'll build a new one. The epoch of giant trees is fading. My days are numbered. I hope the fate of the other trees are different. So... this giant trees is like, yeah, it sucks, I'm gonna just die. So, there are other trees like you? In the earliest days of our world, in the prehistoric times, we used to grow everywhere. Our forests made the forest stronger. There were floods and fires, but thanks to us the forest restored after any bad luck and always became better. Until the people came. Oh man, this is gonna be one of those lame, like, really obvious tree-huggy messages, isn't it? Where the game's like, then people ruined everything by being assholes and cutting down the forest. Now there are only 4 of us left in the entire world. Apart from me, there is Father Ash Tree. He is the strongest and toughest among us. Our sister Fruitful Apple Tree, and a young oak which grows in the heart of the forest. Sorry to hear that. Don't be sad. People won't rule this world forever. Take my long twigs. Never have sprouts in the spring. The leaves will never grow on them, and the leaves will never rustle in the warm and May. I don't need them, but you may have use for them. Good luck. Thanks, Mighty Willow. Farewell. Long Willow is in my inventory now. What a weird thing that just happened. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I don't even know how I feel about that. I'm not usually a fan of when you do a thing in the game and then there's a character who's like, who's like, don't bother saving me, I'm just going to let myself die. And it's like, okay. But why though? I mean, I don't know, maybe they don't care that much, but maybe some people would care if you were like, hey, there's an actual talking tree that's lived forever that you're gonna be killing by doing this. Maybe you should stop it. Okay, so can I, like... Oops. Can I use my stuff here? Item cannot be applied here. I'll just make sure. Wait, I got water or something? I'm confused by that. Okay, so now that I have stuff from the tree, what do I do? I won't go there again. I'm guessing you're not gonna go underground. Okay, yeah, you're not gonna use the tree stuff to break the dam against his wishes, which is what I would have done. Assuming that I could even manage with these items. Cause fuck it. I'm not too keen on those there guards. Hope they... I would have liked to drown them. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe I'm being a little violent. Maybe the... I can't use these here. What could I possibly need long branches for? Oh yes, the game does have hints. I think I'm actually just gonna use that hint. Have to find the trail the beast took my sister away. Okay, so... So basically I'm just looking for a passageway that I can go through. You don't have any suggestions? Any cool thoughts? I don't really know I don't know what I'm doing. I can kind of glitch walk around though. That's always fun. Have long branch. Because my big assumption would be down here. Oh wait, I didn't... You know, it's funny. I tried using... Wait, was there a passage up from there that I haven't gone through? I'd feel silly if I just didn't even... No, never mind. There is no passage here. Hey, Cup. What was that rock behind the bush you looked away? Give me a second. I have an idea. I might be able to use the stick on the frog. Maybe he'll, like, move the frog with the stick. If that doesn't work, then... Oh, wait, can I... Klim sprinkles a bit of life-giving water over the frog. That's a really derpy-looking frog, in my personal opinion. Suddenly it comes to life. The frog looks at the boy with joy in its eyes. Instead of the usual ribbit, it says, "So nice." Stretching as it was pleasantly having a nap in the afternoon. "What happened? Why are you staring at me with eyes wide open? Did anyone die?" "Yeah, you." "What are you talking about? You were run over just an hour ago. You were lying here flat as a pancake," narrowing its eyes. "Oh yeah, I remember." "I remember that time that I died. I was crawling to a neighboring swamp to visit my old friend, Toad, Fodius, whatever. Suddenly something pressed me down to the ground, and then everything went dark." Indeed, it isn't. And that is an interesting way to clear the path. Yes, it was. And I got another achievement, one for playing the game for an hour. Aw, man, I'm so good at this game. I played it for an hour. What weird achievements. I guess I didn't know what to make achievements for in this game, but it's just kind of silly. Yes, it was that card over there. Didn't you see where its owner go? Oh, I think we went, but that's okay. The cart was blocked the road. The cart has blocked the road, and I can't pull aside on my own. Before I lost my consciousness and my mind sank into nothingness, I saw a man going towards my swamp. As you mentioned before, you've got a trouble here. You can't move this cart aside, so you can't get there. But I swear the cart isn't in the way. I thought the frog was also in the way. Also, nothing phases this kid. That is something that sometimes bothers me in games like this. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but it's like, kid comes across a talking tree that's as old as that's older than the world itself, as old as the world itself, words. And he's like, okay, whatever, I gotta save my sister. And then he revives the frog with magic water from the tree. And then he's just like, oh yeah, that's cool. I need to move this cart. I'm like, dude, you just revived a frog. You performed a revival spell. Aren't you at least a little bit excited? Maybe you should be like, man, I should get more of that water. Man, I wish I had more of that water, or something. No, he's just like, well, I gotta keep moving. Gotta move the cart. Okie dokie. Meanwhile, I want to sit here and croak and enjoy myself the last rays of the warmth of July sun that goes down over the horizon. Let's say, recover myself. Said that the frog closes its eyes and gets a serene look. Eyes are glowing with happiness, and she's very much alive. That's the power of life-giving water. That's true. He wasn't even freaked out by the monster taking his sister. He was just like, I've gotta find her. But at least that one I was like, that's cool. He's like going action hero mode. But apparently it wasn't that. Apparently Klim is just like, he just doesn't have what we like to call emotions. So you said something about a rock by a bush that looked out of place here. It's almost like he knows he's the protagonist. Yeah, something like that. So what screen was this mysterious rock that you were talking about? Oops. Okay, I guess I won't disturb that. I think you said something about something near a bush. I mean, there's been a lot of just, like, generic rocks. But I assume you're talking about something else? Like, he doesn't want normal rocks. Not seeing anything on this screen. The bush behind the old tree. This one? What's a tree behind the old tree? There's chamomile. There's a bush. Not that I see anything with it. There's a normal rock. There's more of these plants. Wait. Can I take more? No. Springs run dry. I looked at it. Alright. I figured that I didn't see anything that looked, like, specifically like a thing there, but I did want to make sure that I wasn't just being, dumb. It sounds like I specifically need to find the guy who, had the cart. Because that seems to be what my guy wants to do right now, is find that guy and be like, yo, dog, your cart's in the way, I've got to go save my sister. I'll shank you if you don't move it, or something, I don't know. Clearly what Klim would say. What if I, like, poke this with... Huh, so I have more of the life-giving water. It didn't let me use it on the tree, though. Otherwise, I'd be like, well, I should use it on the tree. And he also really doesn't want to go down there. He doesn't want to go back to where the snake might be. He's really particular about that. Okay, let's try the hint again. Water did freshen up the frog. I have to find the trail of the beast that took my sister away. Yeah, I know. Both of these things are true. I'm just trying to figure out, what the heck I'm doing. Things belonging to the owner. Wheel came off, not that far from the cart. I can't seem to do anything with it. No passage this way. Okay. I don't know why. I was thinking, like, maybe... Can I give you more life-giving water? Wait, what? That was the answer? I was going into full just click on stuff mode. Well, I guess I succeeded. Klim sprinkles water over the frog once more. Suddenly the frog's body miraculously changes. Its weak legs turn into big, thick ones. Thick with 2 C's. Covered with muscles. Wow! Look at these muscles! Shaking its fist, it turns towards an unseen companion, well fed to its Who's the real toad now? And who's the food for Frog Pecker? Like the Klim. Help me twice, I'll help you. Where's your cart? Having said that, the frog gets the cart, spits in one hand, rubs them, and takes the shaft and removes the cart. Range of amphibians is achievement update. What? Frog steroids? Well, goodbye. It's not the time to like Klim, I just revived a frog and then gave it frog steroids. I need a second, boy. I need a fucking second. Oh man, I don't even know. I just none of that even occurred to me. Game saved. Oh, thank goodness. I wouldn't want to lose the stuff I just did. Not eat these mushrooms under any circumstance. Okay, Klim. What have you to say, man? We need an adult. I just want that frog to be my companion. I'd buff frog just clearly. I mean, that frog is strong enough to move an entire cart by itself. Clearly, thing knows what it's doing. It's got some thick legs. Clearly, it should have just told me, "Hey, boy, I need some frog steroids. If you juice me up, I'll help you anytime." The forest is getting much more dark and mysterious. It's a shame what a sinister place. It's a shame the entire mood is ruined by the fact that I can't stop thinking about frog steroids. Oh, is frog quite well fed by the looks of it. Oh, but it's not. Oops. Oh, sorry. Well, that's not the frog steroids any. Oh, somebody is calling for me. Whoa! Deep swamps lie further. Bones. Animals less likely are humans. Or they are full of disease. I ate dry branches and chunks. This tree looks quite strong. Safely tightened around the trunk. Now the crucial thing is through the other end, this poor man. When it is the best time for fling, press E, but you only have 3 attempts. If we don't save him with 3 attempts, he'll drown. Ready? What the fuck? I did it! Man, that was really derpy. Merchant. Trying to grip a tuft of Fenish grass, gasping for air. The man gets out of the shore, mumbling some foreign words. Did I just find a Chinese stereotype in my in my whatever this game is? This game does really like frogs. Despite the mud that covers him from head to toe, his usual clothes strikes one's eye. Is that your cart in the forest? Yes, it's mine. Mine. No one can hear his unusual accent. I'm a merchant. I trade silk and porcelain. I was going to Novigrad on Volkhov River to show my goods and look at other ones. Suddenly a frightening beast came in my way. It looked like a bear, but twice as big. The horse got scared, and on hind legs, then fled for its life to the forest. Wait, the horse did a wheelie? Horse just fucking noped out of there on its hind legs. Okay. At some point, the cart got into an old, rough track, and I couldn't hold the balance and fell down and lost consciousness. When I woke up, there was no horse, and one wheel was lying further off. I made my best to orient myself and set off, hoping to find the nearest village. But I made a mistake and got into the swamp. You were very close. The village is not far from here. Go in that direction. Klim points in the direction to his village. There you can get your cart repaired and you can get a new horse. The beast you're talking about, did he have a little girl with him? Yes, he was dragging her and she was crying. Maybe that's why he didn't touch me. He already had his prey. You look awfully happy about that, Mr. Stereotypical, merchant guy. That's my sister, Aliuska. Sorry, shaking his head or reproaching himself. Such a fool. When I saw the beast, the girl was unhurt. It looks like the beast will not do her harm. Otherwise, he would have torn her apart already. I'm sure you still have time to get her back safe and sound. Bowing deeply. My best regards, my savior. As a token of gratitude, please take this gift. Maybe it will help you to save Aliuska. Thank you so much once again. And he bows again. Rescuer of drowners. So what did he give me? Deep swamps life further. I can't interact with him anymore. He gave me a weighty portion of gunpowder. For one, I don't even know what I need that for yet. And while I know it's an adventure game and I will need that, two, you just you're like, oh, hey, kid, thanks for saving me. Have a weighty portion, just have a fuck ton of gunpowder. What kind of reward is that for saving you? I don't know. I think trailing through the swamp, I have to follow it. Pathfinder. Whoa! Let's get. Oh! It's like. Okay, what happens if I drown? What happens if I die? Bogged down? That's total. Oh, okay. It just brings me back here. There is not any, like, big misfortune. Just get out. It's funny though, he doesn't really look like he's struggling to get out of it. He just like floats upwards as you mash the E key. This game is pretty great, honestly. I'm enjoying it immensely. I think it's just really funny. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but it has a good bit of charm. Kind of like the Soul Gambler. I wouldn't say it's a great game, but it's Lightfoot achievement. I don't know what that means, but I would say it's a fun game. Yeah, apparently there's no exciting death screens. I was hoping for like you know, an exciting big game over, you died, like maybe a King's Quest thing where it like makes a joke out of your death or something. Crow actually didn't startle me, though. What's this? Shrine. Upon it is lying a skull of some animal. Apparently, the god receives animal sacrifices. A huge wooden statue, an ancient, dreadful god. Even if I don't pray to that god, it doesn't give me a right to overthrow his idol and destroy his heathen temples. You were eaten by a grue. Yeah, see? Also, that's a really amusing sentiment. I don't agree with this god and his religion, and but I can't overthrow the heathen temples. Okay. Whatever. I've already been here. Some kind of enchanted circle. Well, that's what you get for calling it a heathen god. You jerk. Also, Whoa. I go, like, back in time? Antoine, what are you doing here? Somebody's trying to sacrifice my pig. Go home. Antoine, run. Are you not gonna run? Look, I saved you. It started raining. I'm gonna be soaked to the skin. What the heck? What is this? I'm severely confused by whatever the heck this thing is that I've been... It's so weird. Passable thickets lies further. Alright. Maybe try going forward now? I guess I, like, made a mud puddle? Oh, no? Passable thickets lie further. Okay, see I feel like the atmosphere here is pretty good with the music and stuff. It's actually kind of creepy. I mean, impassable oh no, impassable thickets, man. This place is really impassable. I can't seem to go through anywhere. Nothing down here. Can you save me, pig? Gunpowder. Yeah, I guess I need more than just gunpowder to blow things up. Worth a try, though. I mean... Normally, I'm not so quick to be like, let's blow up that statue, but yeah, maybe that's what's doing this? Either way, where the heck do I go? Any of these mushrooms any useful? Yeah, you'll collect those for your sister. That's nice. Have I tried going back the way I came in? That's always a possibility in this sort of thing. Thickets lay further. Let's get a hint. Should be at least one tree under which I can wait out this horrible rainfall. Okay, I definitely needed that hint because I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for a tree. I really don't want to crawl under it, but with this rain I'll be wet to the bone otherwise. Okay, so I just have to, like, wait it out. Whoa! That rain hitting the ground. Things are getting intense. Oh gosh. Did an elder god get summoned? What is happening in this game? Whatever. It's cool. It escalated quickly. Oh my god. That thing is fucking huge. It is pretty cool, I agree. I think the rain effect is actually pretty nice. But also, what? I feel like I have many questions. Conceal Master was close. What happened to poor Antoine? It got completely dark. At least if for once you're like, they're only after you, sir. Huge bottomless pit leading down to the underworld. Better not to stand on its verge. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I mean, at least for once he kind of reacted. He was like, what was that? But even then he's like, what about my pig? Not Antoine. And more impassable thicket, though. What do I have? Gunpowder? Yeah, I don't think so. Doesn't look like he went this way. Oh. Looks like the tree was hit by lightning. That's so much better. Would it... Oh, I took a branch. Okay, so... I see. Now I throw this... down here? No? What do I use this to light the thicket on fire so I can go by it? No. I mean, that gives me some light, but... light wasn't actually really the issue I was having? Maybe I should have explored more around where the, lightning struck. Oh wait, here's, a bunch of broken trees. I bet I'm supposed to, like, following the wreckage. There we go. Game saved. Yep, I was right. Okay, so I guess the at least having some light's not bad. An old dry stump. Judging by the growth rings, this tree was more than 1,000 years old. Interesting. Fair enough. No passage here. So, really at this point it's just all about finding the right way to go. Which it means I'm going to be doing a decent bit of wandering around. That was a pretty... I do agree with the giant statue. That was a pretty sweet reveal. I'm done. I'm completely exhausted, and I'm lost. I don't know where to go. I shall sit down and have a rest. What? Did he change his mind on that quickly? What is it? Can it be a magic that only blooms one night a year? And it blooms so quickly that almost no one can see it. Why would you assume exactly that? What? Klim? I don't know why you would even say that. A magic fern that only blooms once per night on the Midsummer Night. Whatever you say, man. Seems to be the ash tree that Willow was talking about, or to be precise, what is left of it. Oh no, it's slippery here. Almost reached the fern. Oh no, I'm losing balance. Ah, dead. Game saved. So I just splat on the floor. Oh no. It was a spooky thing. Get up, Klim. Are you dead? Need some life water? No, you're okay. From the end of the pit where Klim had fallen because of the incautious steps came a barely audible whisper a moment later in a poisonous light which was dimly illuminating the pit and seeming coming from the ground. A figure of a girl appeared. Malodorous vapors that filled the pit were tingling Klim's eyes, but even though tears that filled his eyes, he was able to see the cave's inhabitant, a dower of a stunning beauty. If you say so, I will take the game's word for it, because there's something a little off-putting about the way she looks. I feel like a lot of the not main characters kind of have something like that. But Klim's art is actually fine. But a lot of the other characters feel like they could have used this a little more time to bake. Like, maybe a few more, lines to, like, dark, like, shading lines or something, you know? I don't know if I'm the only one who feels that way. It's a huge lady. Yeah, also, she's, like, insanely tall compared to me. I don't know how old I'm supposed to be, but clearly old enough that that height difference is still ridiculous. Golden, well-groomed hair were like rivers running down to her feet. A scarlet dress made from expensive fabric was tied by a blue ribbon. She walked lightly and silently, as if floating in the air. "Greetings, my dear friend. Did you get hurt?" Cautiously rubbing his hip. "Greetings. A bit." "What are you doing here, alone in the forest at night? Shouldn't children go to bed at this time?" She smiled kindly. She sees that Klim is confused. "Why are you scared? I won't eat you, really." That sounds like exactly the kind of thing someone would say if they did want to eat me. If I'm gonna be if I'm gonna be honest with you, said the hostess, pretending to be offended. But a moment later, she was again staring at Klim with enchanting kindness in her eyes and sincerity of her heart. "You must be hungry." She shook herself up. "Stay here for a while. I'll make something tasty for you. You can go to the children's chamber and play with the other kids." Okay, that sounds really suspicious. With her hand she pointed out a low arc, apparently leading to the children's chamber. That is possibly one of the worst names for anything I've ever heard. I would not go to the children's chamber, if I'm being perfectly honest. I agree completely. She's gotta be a monster in disguise. That she was talking about, and which Klim hadn't noticed until then. Klim felt a profound peace coming over and going right through him, filling his soul with infinite tranquility. You shouldn't trust this so readily, Klim. I don't agree. His mind made one last attempt to focus on the terrible events of the evening, but they seemed so distant and unreal and easily slipped out of his wary head. Oh. See, nothing worried Klim anymore. His legs began to move themselves towards the children's chamber. It's fucking walk cycle. This can't be good. "Come in, don't be afraid. I'll turn on the light. Where are the other kids? Have a look around. Here they are." I knew it! The fire burst into a blaze, illuminating everything around. Was then Klim realized where he found himself. Magical spells took him straight into the oven. Also, for some reason, there's a cauldron inside the oven. I don't know how much sense that makes. In the corners, among the pile of ashes, and the light of the flames shone brightly, snow-white bones and smooth, polished small skulls. That's the children the witch was talking about, Klim thought in despair. Meanwhile, it was getting hotter in the oven. Cry of despair burst out of Klim's chest. "Let me go!" Whoa! And I thought you were creepy before. Fucking face. Yeah, I guess she was a witch casting a spell on him. At least she was like... At least it was actually like she was creepy for a reason. I was worried that was just gonna lead to nothing. The skin on the face of the maiden suddenly winced, turning a beautiful girl into a hideous old woman witch. He, relax, the meat will be tenderer. You trot with bubbling broth, very hot. Gunpowder. Gunpowder? Two bones are put in the... Okay. Well, I think the soup's ready. I see. Okay, so... Oh, such a derpy way of escaping. And now some tasty meat. Where are you, my friend? Where have you hidden? I'm gonna Hansel and Gretel her. Push her in. A fucking ladder. To get down. Fucking kill her. Murder the witch. Surprise. I was... Oops. Here you are. How did you come? I was trying to... How to eat you alive? Well, I'm used to it. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. She's gonna get me. What do I do? Oh, shit. Can't climb the rope. Oh, shit. Do I need something off the table? She can't get me while I'm here. Got a knife. Gosh. Using items in this situation is actually going to be awkward. I need to lure her a little further over here so I can properly make an attempt here. I don't have time to cut the rope. How do I make her not close? I don't have time to cut the rope. Okay. Well, I can't make her less close than that. Anything I can do to distract you? To kill you or something? Because I can't just use the items wherever I want, sadly. So it's not like I can just use the... Oh gosh. It's not like I can just use the spear on her. The game works off of a context basis, so everything needs, like, I need something to use the item on. Is there anything else over here? What the heck? I don't quite know. Maybe I should look at the help thing. I don't quite know what I'm doing here. It's not really... Like how she just awkwardly gets stuck on the table. Hint. If I get stuck in that split, I won't get out of here alive. Ah, okay. Let's split. That was not a very useful hint at all. Not at all. Maybe I can, like, do something weird, like I could trap her on this side of the table. Oh, that seems really hard to do, but maybe. Oh, there we go. No, in fact, you do have time to cut the rope. You're doing it now. How much time do you need to cut the rope? Yeah, it is. It's very nice of her. How she just waits. Also, her face is really weird now. Okay, are you done? But you're cutting the ropes. Not only can I see you cutting the rope, but also she's not close by. Maybe I'll try giving him a little longer. Just a little longer to see if that's what I need to do. But I don't think that's right. I feel like I need to get her... Like, I feel like I only got her stuck on, like... I feel like I derped out the game in a way it didn't expect me to. I don't feel like this is the ideal way you're supposed to get her stuck. Because clearly this isn't working. Hint. That's great. I am aware. Unstable ladder. Can I do anything with the unstable ladder? No. There's gotta be something I can do here. I got this spear. A bear spear. You would think that I would have more uses for a bear spear, right? Like, it seems like something... Wait, that's her attack. Oh, I get it. Oh shit, are you stuck? I think I understand what I'm supposed to do now. I think that also I'm gonna have to die because she's stuck, and I can't... Oh my god. Wait, what? Seriously? That's your fucking best? It just... What the fuck? No, you're stuck. I can't... Okay, It was a pleasure to play with you. Have a nice day. I'm gonna have to restart the game, because I think I see where I get her stuck. Yeah, I think she gets her beak stuck in the crack in the floor. But that doesn't really... Stuck, use the hint. Yes, I am aware. But that is the whole, like, Oh shit, no. No. Quit. Fuck. I don't want to start a new game. Please don't start the game over because of that. I'd be so fucking mad. I would be so mad. That would probably be the end of this game. And then he didn't die because that would be stupid. Yeah, I'm playing with headphones. Continue. Please don't start. Okay. There we go. Whew. So that's why you want save points in your game. I was super worried that But yeah, I don't get why her beak attack thing does not kill you. Because that seems like the kind of thing an attack like that would do. Okay, so she has, like, she gets a weird bird beak, and then... Oops. I played enough Animal Crossing to know how to do things like that. Get stuck in that. And then I kill her on my way out. Cool. Well, that felt pretty lame once I figured out the solution. But I did it. I mean, the main reason that wasn't obvious was because she moves so slowly. They really, especially since her attack isn't deadly, they should have made her move faster so you can actually see her attack. Or maybe just have her do her attack before she gets to you or something. The first time. Ow. Huge stone with an inscription carved on it. Lucky me, I'm literate. I can read it. The inscription on the stone says, if you go right, you'll lose your horse. If you go left, that's overgrown. If you go straight, you'll disappear yourself. These are the choices. Wait, so is that straight? If you go left, it's blorbed out. If you go straight, you'll disappear yourself, which probably means you'll die. I don't have a horse? Oh, it's apparently pitch dark. Squirrel's in a panic and trying to escape the trap from when it when it noticed Klim. It started to tear itself away even harder, but unsuccessfully. The trap holds it with iron grip. Don't kill me, please! I can just leave the squirrel to its fate. I'm pretty sure I should just leave it. Klim is a beast. It's going on murdering, yeah. Thank you! Take me with you! I'll be of service to you! Squirrel was put in the bosom. Weird. Okay, there we go. Let's go lose our horse that we don't have. Game saved. No passage here. No? So dark, I don't know where I'm going. Can I turn back? Maybe you can't go, maybe you just straight up can't go this way if you don't have a horse. Maybe it's like a sacrificial type thing. If you don't have a horse, it's just like there's no pathway for you. Or, well, I can't go back. So I guess it's not that. I have to be able to go somewhere here. I just don't know where. Okay, walking around the edges of the screen has not helped me. Anything around here? Ah, screw it. Hint. I have nothing to tell you. Wow, what a good hint. Man, the hint system in this game is really useless. Have I gotten a single hint in the game that actually tells me what the heck I'm doing? I swear I haven't. I swear that every hint it tells me, like, not what, like, it tells you the really obvious, but it doesn't tell you the specifics that you would actually need to solve any of the puzzles. Which always makes the hints seem, really bad. Because they're kind of really bad. Okay, come on. There's gotta be something here I'm missing. Be a magical thing that happens, or something I need to use an item on? Can I need to use my squirrel on anything? I mean, I should remember that this game's logic is not always, like, it is very much like a point-and-click adventure. Sometimes you just have to use things on things and be like, oh, I didn't know that's how that works. Or, apparently, you just have to walk out the top left of the... Why was that so specific? Why wasn't there a path leading to that? My god, that's so unnecessary to make it that specific. Oh hey, I found an old guy. Elder sitting in the cave's moist ground. Is he sleeping or is he dead? Shuffling with his head at his chest. Grandpa! Takes him by his shoulder. Grandpa! What? How quickly the devil has come for my soul! Ah, no, you're not a devil at all. Well, I've become blind with all my years. But what are you, imp, doing here at night? My sister's disappeared. A beast from the forest took her away. Oh, such misfortune, little child. Help the old man to get up. Thanks. My legs don't hold me up anymore. Let me rest on you. That really was a beast. So they say. I didn't see it myself, but the trails, Grandpa. Very similar to a bear's, but 7 times bigger. Like bears, you say? The face of the old man froze as he gazed into nowhere. What is you talking about? I've seen them before. Where? There's a lake not far from here. In the middle of the lake, an island called Flooded. There are ruins of an ancient fortress. On that island, I remember when we were children, we used to swim there. Children don't need much, do they? So we ran on the ruined walls and overgrown stones, pretending to be commanders of a countless army, fighting one against each other. I remember one of my crazy friends used to shout out, "I'm the king's heir!" What's king's heir was he? His father was a pitch worker, and his mother was a turnip sower, a daughter of a mower. Pig's heir was he? There was a tower in the fortress so high you couldn't see its roof. Lie if I say it ran into the sky, but we were unable to get into the tower. It must have been enchanted. And around the tower were many trails, and all the trails are huge, just like you said. Can I get there? You can ask my sons for help. We got here on a boat. They left me here, but they didn't have any time to set sail to go south if you want to catch up with them. Why'd they leave you here? It's well known. It's my time for me to die. How much longer can I be around? I'm old. It's time for me to go to the last home and meet my father, and put in a good word for our community in front of the gods. How is that possible? Just left you here in a wet cave to die? So what? I left my father here at this time. This place is dear, it's been looked after, and it's got a lived-in look. Close your mouth, or a crow might fly inside. That's stupid. You should go. You came out of nowhere and entertain the old man, but the old man came here to die, and shouldn't be laughing, or they'll tell me they're on the other side. Why are you amused like you're going to a fun fair? Not our place. Klim turns and is prepared to leave. Wait, little kid, I want to tell you one more thing. Oh, you're the one who told me to leave, you fucking old man. This is a weird conversation, or I don't know. This game's weird. I want my frog steroids back. I want my thick frogs. I say that evil is wandering here, an evil much more ancient and sinister than the beast you're looking for. Why do you think that island is called Flooded? Here's why. Once upon a time, there's a great city. It was famous for its brave warriors and skillful artisans. Streets in that city were all glowing with splendor. There were many finely built palaces. The city markets were loaded with many different goods and food from overseas, and the riches and garners were countless. In the center of the city there was Kremlin, a fortress made of gold and emerald. People from all over the country came to the city, from noble merchants to scruffy peasants, and everyone was welcomed. Forests spread out near the city. All the city dwellers lived on its riches, mushrooms, berries, different animals, all in abundance. During the course of time, the forest started to wither, animals disappeared, and trees began to dry out. They say that evil had come to the forest. Sometimes it would mislead a traveler, and afterwards only bones picked with huge teeth were found. Or he would be found beside himself under a sunken log, moaning. Famine and plague came to the city. People started to flee from it, and those left behind died before their time. The governor of the city? Governor started to go to the forest, looking for the evil in the hopes to come to an agreement. He used to disappear for a day or a week, But one night he left the city never to be seen again. People think that an animal had eaten him. Finally, the forest died out. The city was surrounded by water, and it was flooded. Only one island was left with a tower on it. Well, I see I've frightened you. You save your sister, and don't be afraid. After all, what is to be will be. What the fuck was the point of that? Don't be afraid. Thanks, Grandpa. After I told you about this ancient curse and super evil, go have fun saving your sister. Fucking... That was stupid. Storyception. Yeah, seriously. That would have been amazing. I mean, that was a very long story. Honestly, it could have had a flashback sequence. We could have had a story within a story. But yeah, I think that was just a little lengthy for my liking. Of a side story time. How does he know about it? Through Novigrad last week. To trade furs, he saw it with his own eyes. Holy cow! He told me... Oh, I don't think that's a girl. Whatever. But I'm sure that's a guy. I think he has a beard. Told me how Pirum was thrown into the water, and he swam to the Volkov River and began talking. Then he threw a dozen of clubs on the shore, and told the people to settle all their arguments by using them. Okay. Sounds violent. Two men, the light from the bonfire slightly reflecting on their rigid faces. Greetings, good fellows. Would you help me get to the flooded island over the lake? Why are you heading out to this hour to an abandoned island, fellow? My sister, Alinas, whatever, has been taken away by a beast. I've been following him half the night. I almost got him, but he disappeared on the island, in the tower, as your father told me. It's urgent, we understand, but we won't go to the lake before the dawn. At night, the lake is full of sea monsters. They say these monsters once were drowned, who turned into fish. They grasp you, drag you down, and eat you at once. How is our father? Hasn't he come before the ancestors yet? Father is all well. What on earth are you doing? You left an old man in this wet cave at night. How things are done. It's a custom. That's what we do. We're peasants. What can be done? The drought is awful. So it's time to send someone to the gods to ask for mercy. And our old man is an honorable man in the village. The gods will treat his prayer with respect. Custom is it that requires you to take wise old men to the forest to feed them to wolves. Wouldn't it be wiser to ask the old man for advice how to survive the drought and not die from hunger instead of killing him? I have respect for the old man's wisdom in our village. More than once their life experience and long-sightedness have saved us from famine and plague. I see your boat is in bad condition. Soon you'll have to make a new one. Why is that? How are your sons going to take you to the forest? So that's what you're up to. You go away or you'll suffer. What? I don't... Listen, maybe that the little fellow is right. It's too early to send Grandpa to the gods. We need the old man's wisdom here. Doesn't matter whether he's right or not, but I don't want to hear my son later saying, Forest time, Dad. It's time to shove you in the cave, old man. Maybe we can tell Grandma that we've taken Grandpa away, but instead we'll hide him in a pit in the barn and feed him. Is that really better? So why are we still sitting? Let's go for the old man until wolves have bitten him to death. I think you mean before. You know, I will give Klim, he's pretty smart. That's a deer. I don't have time to wait for the sun to rise and chase away the monsters. I must save my sister. Tradition's destruction. Only water ahead. Yeah, I got full control of the boat. I even get special animations for it. Oh, is that the sea monster? Oh, wow. Thing really just instantly gets you. And then you respawn. It is a shame there's not more specialized death things, because death does not feel very impactful at all in this game. Like, there's not even sort of a game over screen. It's just like, you died, well, time to place you back over here. Oh, shoot. That being said, I do need to be a little more careful. Apparently these things, perseverance. Apparently these things... Wow, if they jump, I think if they jump out of the water, like, if they see you at all, you're pretty much dead. So I need to be extra careful to not, like, touch them at all. Ow, no peeping. Oh, what? Oh, come on. That being said, I feel like this is going to be annoying because I feel like the hit area for my boat is actually pretty big. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, I thought I was dead there. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I did it. Oh, gosh. The sea monsters are spooky. I made it. That's pretty great. I love that part of, what's it called? A Prince of Persia Sands of Time. That's right, that's the game. I love that about Prince of Persia Sands of Time, when they have the story segment. Like, yeah, that would have been a good game over for this screen if the old man said something like that. He was like, wait, that's not quite how it happened. That's some good shit. But hey, water sparkles, those are pretty. Just gotta figure out how to get onto this here island. Also, I'm sure you guys have noticed, but I love how this boat controls, because this boat controls like you'd expect a character on land to control, not a boat to control. It's very, very, like, one-to-one on my movement, so I can just do shit like this. And be like, screw physics. I have money. I wish I had money. I was sort of saying that's pretty inaccurate. I mean, there's a show called what the fuck? A statue of a sorrowful virgin. What? How? How is right? How is a pretty good sentiment? And I thought I was breaking physics beforehand. Wow. It's good. It's good. I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this. I didn't even try to, though. I can't go any further. 2 hours. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can I get off the boat? There we go. What? I did it. I broke it. I broke it again. Klim is the master rowing. Nevermore! Said the crow. So scary to look there. It feels like something's gonna jump out from the bottom steps of the well. I'm afraid to merely look inside. Well, I guess he's not gonna go in the well. It's like a mass grave. I wonder what might have been the reason to make for such a great number of deaths. Unfortunately, I've forgotten my ID of a looter at home. That's a really weird joke. What about my squirrel friend? No? trails of the beast left here. A huge process stone with the letter cut into it. Looks like you could spin it around. Oh, huh. So, I spell something out. Strong enough to move this slab. A 3-letter password to get into there. What could it be? 3-letter password. There's a giant hand here. How about use gunpowder on it? Hey, hint system, you wanna throw me a bone for once? Okay, so he says something about the raven, so maybe... Nevermore. It sure does say nevermore. What does he say about this? He does not want to do anything with the tree trunk. Drove on the land in a fit of rage. I mean, hey, I'm definitely feeling that right now. I feel like I don't understand the puzzle that I'm being presented with. Okay, so it's not the full alphabet. So I have E, P, T, A, B. Well, I already see. I think I can make eat. Let's try eat. No. I think anything that starts with P. T, A. Bat? Top. God damn it. I really don't get it. I mean, what does the Nevermore even have to do with anything? I wouldn't have believed it. That means it's relevant to the puzzle, right? I think? But in what way? There's 3 R's. Is that the solution? Was there even an R there? I don't think there was an R there. There was not an R. An N? There's an E. Nevermore. That's the only thing the crow says that I have letters for. Edgar Allan Poe? Oh. I bet you're right. I bet it is that. Oops. Oh. Well, that was a good try at it. Oh, Poe. Okay, I was trying to use his thing. Okay, Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, just no, Poe. Okay, I tried his initials. I think Poe. There we go. You're right. It was Poe. It wasn't his initials. Funny enough, he can also do his initials. As soon as Klim entered, a soul-chilling cry coming from a man or an animal arose from the tower. Okay, save. That was an interesting transition. Ooh, we have some kind of dungeon look here. But anyways, thanks, thanks, NTF. I don't think I would have solved that puzzle on my own. That makes sense that it would be Poe. I just didn't... It didn't register in my mind. Yeah, it's all time to relax. Where is that damn bear? Why is only his skin lying here? Says in a woolly, barely heard voice. Who are you, and how dare you enter this palace without permission? I'm Klim, son of the smith. This evening my sister was taken away by a huge bear. Some people told me the bear lives in this tower. The trail also leads here, so I'm gonna release my sister to pause the bear and settle accounts with this beast. You wanna settle accounts with it? What, are you gonna go in there and wrestle the bear, Klim? I wish you good luck, the son of the smith. Bitter laughter that turns into a silent sobbing comes out of the lying man. The laughter reflects from the high vaults of the tower and becomes a sinister echo, shadows, and an indifferent noise of burning torch. Only intensify despair that rules this god-forgotten place. Are you laughing? What do you know about it? Answer me, I'll take this axe and cut your head off. Klim, I know you're super close to your objective, but why are you suddenly being an asshole? Dude's lying on the ground, clearly already dying, and you're like, fucking talk or I'll just murder you. Lyle pulls an awful face. If you do so, fellow, I'll be very grateful to you, but you can cut me with an axe or stab me with a hay fork. You won't succeed. I've tried it before. Who are you? The name I was given by my father and mother is Yar, but for my courage and heroic deeds, people call me the Bear King. I'm the one rightful sovereign of this country. But the rights given by people and willed by the heavens, my ancestors have ruled over these lands since the dawn of time. Aren't you lying? Sovereign disappearance in the forest among many years ago. They say the bear I'm looking for ate him up. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that either, NTF. It actually reminds me of Silent Hill puzzle, though. Silent Hill 3 specifically, if you're playing on the puzzles on hard mode, there's actually an entire puzzle that requires extensive knowledge of Shakespeare. The last sovereign disappeared in the forest many years ago. They say the bear I'm looking for ate him up. How could he disappear when he's right in front of you? Tries to stand up again, but falls down on the cold stone floor of the tower. Klim, it's always pleasant to listen to a fairy tale. You're so young, but I see that the truth is much dearer to you than lies. So listen to what I'm telling you. Once upon a time, a great city was here. My ancestors ruled over it for many centuries. They were great warriors and kings, and my time came. I ascended the throne. Drawing on the wisdom of my fathers, I began to rule in justice and fairness. I was a pretty cool guy. But misfortune fell to my lot. In our forest that fed us with everything we needed appeared evil. Started to destroy the forest, where a cold stream was running. appeared in a bad-smelling bog where common people used to pick up mushrooms and berries. Poisonous toadstools started to grow. Plague, even our foreign healer had never seen before, came to our city. So I went to the forest and looked for the evil for 3 days, and when I found it, I stood right in front of it, bowed, and said, "Evil, stop destroying my city and the forest. Go away from here." But I made a mistake, because you can't make a deal with evil. Yeah, you know, that is a pretty big mistake. Maybe you should have brought a sword, or some knights, or something. It cursed me, it turned me into a fearful beast, a huge bear, and made me dance to its pipe. I've done a lot of mischief and brought misery in this disguise. Many times villagers tried to hound me to death. They put traps and drove me to the woods, I think is basically what he said. Yeah, I know, we could have another story-ception. This story is pretty, extensive. But evil played a nasty joke on me. It made me invincible. Nothing could harm me, but not a blunt mattock of a farmer, not a sharp arrow of a skilled hunter. Gave me an eternal life and made me watch the city, which was built by my great-grandfather, become empty, ruined, and going under the water. And I couldn't do anything about it. I saw the heir die in plague, and with him my royal kin came to its end. I saw my last friends die, my loyal warriors. I stopped counting my years when I turned 276. It's pretty fucking old, I'll give you that. And I stopped praying to the gods, asking for mercy to kill me. So don't get angry with me, Klim, the son of the smith. Though I'm the monster, the bear you're looking for. It wasn't my will to take away your sister. That was for sorcerous ceremonies of evil. Where is Alyunuska, then? I can't tell anyone. Evil put such spells on me that I can't even if I want to. My tongue won't obey me. Burn the bear skin. That's the only way to unspell me. When you set me free, I'll tell you where to find that hideous creature and your dear sister. Bear's secrets. Hey, pale moonlight. I can't put the moonlight in Boston. That would be incredible, though. Well, that was pretty easy. Why couldn't you do that yourself? That was, in fact, way too easy. This feels like a trap or something. Thank you, Klim. My soul is free now. I feel how the bear in me is leaving my blood, and as does my whatever, for eternal life. I'm already hearing how my ancestors are calling for me from the depth of an obvious sleep. Into the void as if he saw something. My father, my mother, almighty gods, take me. I'm going to join you before dawn. Tell me now, Bear King, where can I find Alyunuska? There's a great mound in the dead forest. You can see it from everywhere in the mound. There's Oak Warrior. I left your sister there. How do I get to the dead forest? Under the fortress. There's a hidden passage. Bring you to the dead forest and right to the mound. You'll find the entry behind this throne. Step on one of the slabs in this chamber and the throne will move aside. And then pass by the burial vault of mighty sovereigns, my ancestors. When you hear water splashes of a stream, that will mean you're close to the way out. Thank you, King. Farewell. Wait! Have to fight evil. You should know that you won't be able to defeat it on your own. Its power is in a tree that grows upward with its roots. Cut the roots and evil will be defeated. Take my battle axe. From the wall, it served me well during the invasions of fierce foreigners. Now it'll serve you. And take the shield, it'll serve you too. And me, I'll follow you to the dungeon. My bed is waiting for me in the family vault. Just have to put my armor suit on. Go! Little time, you should make it. Time for dawn or your sister'll be super dead. Many thanks to you, the great king. Rest in peace. Mine... A big battle axe. Judging by its appearance, the battles it participated in are countless. I didn't fit those in my inventory. That's amazing. King's Throne. Let's let's try. Oops. You can feel the burden of responsibility on your shoulders. Apparently I need to step on something in here to lift the thing or whatever. Oh, there we go. Wait, what? Do I just run to it? No, it doesn't look like it can move that fast. It's great. Fortunately, I don't have a funeral urn for the ashes. Why would you want those? Huh, this is so weird. No, I don't want you to sit on the throne. Huh, there doesn't seem to be anything I can use to apply there. Wait, oh! Okay, the shield. A bat. Which does... Okay, that puzzle was terrible. What the heck was that? How was I even... That's not a puzzle. That is a series of events that just happened to work out for me. I fucking showed a light on the bat, and it knocked over the armor onto the button. I didn't even know the bat was there. And why would... That puzzle was terrible. I'm mad. That sure did come out of nowhere. I mean, I'm not that mad. I'm more just, like, grumpy. A little bit. I'm peeved, dude. I want to go into the I want to go into the old man cave. It sounds terrible. I don't know what I'm saying. Woo! Dark caves, everybody's favorite. Wooden coffin covered in webs. It's occupied. Klim. It's Alyanushka's voice. Let me go, my brother. Voice is closer and closer, but I can't see anything in the darkness. It hurts. Alyanushka. Is it just my fancy? Damn it, the torch went out. I think you can hear the distant purl of water. You too? Apparently I'm cold. What a good section of the game. Oh, okay. I get it. The idea, okay, so the game, the game plays warm, the game plays fucking whatever that's called with you. I don't even know, hotter, warmer? I know it's, I don't know. Hey, it's snowing. Yeah, hot and cold in the dark. What a good game design. Who doesn't love playing hot and cold in pure darkness? Like the snowy look, though, and the foreboding, like, front ground. Oops, I'm trying to see some of this text. Should save. Okay, whatever. I think we're getting close to the end of the game. I am kind of excited. I want to see the epic conclusion and the grand, wow, what a mound. It's huge. When you get to the top, Alianuska must be there. I want to see the grand meeting between brother and sister. Or whatever. Grand reunion, that's what I was looking for. What the heck? A huge stone covered in moss. A lot of eyes are cut in it. In front of the stone there's a slab with inscription on the ground. A lot has already faded from it, but if you look closer you can make something out. Okay. Well, none of my items are useful against it. Oh, I can climb these. Nice. That's hilarious. Fall dead. Oh no. I don't know what it is about that specifically that cracks up. I think it's the, I think it's the sound they make. Oh, I get it. Okay, so you're supposed to hide under these things, between rocks falling. You know, it kind of does sound inappropriate now that you mention it. Okay, so if I continuously climb to the side, I can actually dodge these. Which seems a bit like a necessity, when moving here. Knowing that, do I even need to take cover? I don't really. Just as soon as I hear the sound, I can start side-sliding. And I guess that's the idea, is that you learn that as you go, because... Let's wait for one more, because it's getting dark. Okay, good. Made it to the top. Game saved. Projecting from the wall, terrace, wide enough to fit a person. Long pole uphill. I did it. Woo, I'm the best at awkward climbing sections. I mean, who doesn't love awkward climbing sections? Tree sticking out of the ground with its roots upward. The roots are braided and inside is Aliuska. 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 It doesn't move. How can I free you from these manacles? Speak to me, my sister. Gunpowder. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's actually... So that, show yourself. I'm here, Klim. Whoa, that's spooky. Klim heard a completely even, calm voice. So, this amazing, creepy character is simply named Evil. Well, I'm sure I should listen to a lot of things he has to say. What a cool guy, Evil. So you finally got here. Greetings. There's a strange creature standing, or rather it was floating in the air, not touching the ground. In the eyeballs of the skinny, crooked, weightless creature was a gaping void, but its entire gown was strewn with eyes, constantly moving, each one of them looking in its own direction, seeking for something. What are you, a terrible creature? Something unpleasant and ominous in the monotony with which the creature was speaking. Humans do not talk like that. The sun rises in the morning. It's me. A grass blade trembles in the warm wind. It's me. Rye grows ripe. It's me again. It snows heavily in the winter, and again it's me. I'm everything, and everything is me. If you need to know my name, then I don't have one. The name is for swollen-headed people who have been striving to separate themselves from nature, and in the end, from each other. I'm the nature itself, inseparable from it. Oh, at least he has a cool bad guy speech. Yeah, it is indeed. I like it. You're talking in riddles, but I know you want to enchant me like you enchanted King Yar. Oh, that king. So that's the story he told you about me. Did the king tell you how he tried my patience by killing animals in the woods, not for food, but for fun? Did he mention his working plots in the woods and how he cut down half of them to build his luxurious palace? Mention how many times I asked him to come to his senses, but he shut his ears to my threats of a deadly plague, a terrible famine, and the great flood? Or just told you his usual tales that he ruled by conscience and justice, while he never actually cared about the usual folk? Trying to fool me, you abomination? They say that since you, Evil, settled in here, the forest has been dying. Poison the mighty tree crowns with your malicious deeds. No, Klim, I'm not the reason behind the death and desolation that you see around. It's the people's arrogance. The king couldn't content himself with riches the forest, so infusive forces has abandoned it. I'm here to save the forest from imminent death. This oak is the last life-giving tree whose bark is not peeled off and trunk is not rotten away, but its leaves are falling off. Not much longer. The trees are already mourning this dying oak commander. In the morning, this oak is going to die, and the whole forest is going to die with it. To the last grass blade. Why do you need my sister then, you evil, unseen, and wonder unheard of? I have never met a human of such spiritual purity. I don't know if spiritual purity is the word I would use. I would say he's just like... I don't even know what I would say Klim is. He's at least cool. He's really determined. Filled with a life-giving force like your sister. Oh, my sister, not me. I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you were saying. I know it's not her fault that she was born these days and that I found her, but only she can bring the forest back to life. Look, she's already with the forest. Oh no, we have the ending decision, guys. We have agree with evil, cut the tree roots, or take Alyuska's place. I just want to take your... So, what do you guys say? I'm thinking probably 2. We've gone a very long ways to save our sister. It seems like a bad time to change our position. But I'm actually willing to hear what other people want. I am interested to see out the different endings. Oops. That being said, the fact that they literally called him evil definitely doesn't... I say we cut the tree roots. Alright, let's go for it. This will never happen. You've killed the forest, the city, and you've deprived the king of an heir and turned him into a bear. You've deceived Yar, you cunning evil. But you will not deceive me. Klim pulls out of his pocket an axe of the Bear King and swings, ready to cut the roots, captivating Alyuska. Well, Klim, you made your choice, but don't look closely at Alyuska. She'll never be the same. Spells are not mine, but the very Earth Mother has cast them upon her. Very soon your sister will wither, and after 33 days, you will have to bury her. And you will not die until you bring this forest back to life, and until the fresh wind rustles in its tree branches. I won't stay here any longer. So? This is it. What do you mean, Grandpa? What happened to them after all? This is the end of the tale. I've told you everything I remember. Haven't you tried to look for the mound? Fuck. Who can find it now? Surely it subsided after all these years. I was an entire day on you and your tale, and you forgot the ending. What? I have no reason to be a dick, man. I mean, it sucks that he doesn't remember the ending, but come on. Come on. That was actually a pretty decent story, Mr. Anthropologist. There now, don't get upset and don't get angry with me, the old man. Have an apple. Takes the apple, twirls it in his hand. Thanks. Well, Grandpa, thanks for everything. I'm leaving now. Yes, you should go. Sun is barely seen behind the trees, and I have to go to bed. Tell that damn Ivanyik to give me back my hay fork. Anthropologist of the year. What? Ew, he seems to have gone away. Well, he chewed my ear off. Good day, my sister. How are you? And me, I'm tramping the ground. Wish I was lying in this wet ground with you. How many years did it measure me in the forest? What about it? You can see yourself. Everything was done long time ago. Didn't keep its promise. I'm alive. I'm still alive. I'm sorry. His face pasted on that sprite looks really off-putting and horrifying. And the way he just walks is actually pretty funny. But also, yep, that's the tale. What a what a depressing end. But what happens if you pick one of the other endings then? Where is this light coming from? I don't understand. Is the morning already? What's there? I'll be. Klim. Alyuska. That was a thing that just happened. I was expecting this story to end on the that really dour note. Klim, Alyuska, I'm so happy. Countless years have passed. Years? What a beautiful forest. Yes, it's amazing. And evil turned out not to be so evil. I mean, he made you live forever and stuff, but yeah, I guess so. Evil? Don't you remember, sister? It's not important anymore. Let's go home. Tomorrow I'll tell you everything. Have to sleep on it. That is a fair sentiment. The narrator is Klim, so Klim's like, I was so cool. I freaking swam over all. I freaking broke physics. I was such a badass. So, how'd you feel about that? That leaves me on with a very interesting feeling inside. I think I liked that game though, mostly. My main complaint is actually the puzzles and occasional lack of direction. The story itself is pretty interesting. And yeah, the translation wasn't perfect, but it was actually pretty good for like, game that wasn't, like, made in English. There were only a few mistakes, and wasn't that many things that just took me out of the experience. The biggest ones are like the very literal wording of some things. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, NTF. I liked that. I liked it a lot. This is a work of fiction. It's purely coincidence. No animals were harmed in the making of this game. So I think after credits end, that'll be the end, but that's been another bargain bean. If anyone wants this game, at least at the time of the stream, it is literally 50 cents right now on Steam. So, nice and cheap. And honestly, this one, I would buy that for less than $1. This one is easily, I would say, the best so far on Bargain Bean. This one really is a steal. Also, it just closes itself when it's done, but that's okay. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.